Hi, I'm Marty Nemko. True, Antonin Scalia and Ruth Bader Ginsburg were both Supreme Court justices and both loved opera. But it's hard to imagine that they'd be close friends. After all, he was a conservative and practicing Catholic. She was a liberal and a non-observant Jew. He was centrally about restraining judicial overreach. She was about increasing women's rights. Yet they were close friends. Their families even spent New Year's Eves together. Well, here I stitched together some of their popular quotations. Where a quotation is separated by ellipses, the next part may come from a different talk or writing. And a few times I've added a connective word or a phrase, which in the text version, which will be on medium.com, is denoted in italics. We'll start with Ginsburg. When I talked about sex-based discrimination, I got the response, "What are you talking about? Women are treated ever so much better than men." All I ask of our brethren is that they take their feet off our necks. In my lifetime, I expect to see 3, 4, perhaps even more women on the high court bench, women now shaped from the same mold, but of different complexions. People ask me sometimes, when will there be enough women on the court? My answer is, when there are 9. Scalia. Why in the world would you have the Constitution interpreted by 9 lawyers? It is myopic to base sweeping change on the narrow experience of a few years. Ginsburg says, some of my favorite opinions are dissenting opinions. You can't have it all at once. Scalia says, the judge who always likes the result that he reaches is a bad judge. Being a good person begins with being a wise person. Some very good people have some very bad ideas. More important than your obligation to follow your conscience, or at least prior to it, is your obligation to form your conscience correctly. Ginsburg. Antonin, you have a lowered expectation when you hear a woman speaking. Scalia. On a related issue, there are those who contend that it does not benefit African Americans to get them into the University of Texas, where they do not do well, as opposed to having them go to a less advanced school, a slower track school, where they do well. Ginsburg. I think we can at least agree on this. Reacting in anger or annoyance will not advance one's ability to persuade. Don't be distracted by emotions like anger, envy, resentment. These just zap energy and waste time. Scalia. I think we can also agree on this. If I had to choose, I would always take the less dynamic, even the lazy person who knows what's right, than the zealot in the cause of error. Ginsburg. Let's end by reflecting a bit on our lives. I had a life partner who thought my work was as important as his, and I think that made all the difference for me. Scalia. My macro thought is that I would not like to be replaced by someone who immediately sets about undoing what I've tried to do for 25, 26 years. Oh, and that Seinfeld was hilarious. Oh boy, the Nazi soup kitchen? No soup for you! In any event, I do thank you for watching. I'm Marty Nemko. I welcome your thumbs up and accept your thumbs down. I always look forward to your comments and especially like it if you hit the share button below. Share on your social media so that my efforts can have broader impact. And I am flattered if you choose to subscribe to my channel. In any event, I do thank you for watching. I am Marty Nemko.